my name is Sydney Pixley, and this is my reapplication video for RHA's 2026 to 2027 school year. As this first term comes to a close, I feel it's valuable to share some things about my experience. Highlights, challenges, wishes if we were to have a redo, and of course, no recap would be complete without some advice to potential newcomers, as well as some goal setting for the future. Now, I don't believe in saving the best for last, so let's start with the very best. What is the best part of my role and my position within the RHA? In short, it's the payoff that I see for the residents, the best part of the job, and at the same time, the hardest earned, which I think is a wonderful balance. When I see a connection formed at an event, a genuine smile, a true display of joy, and some sense of community established for a resident, I couldn't ask for anything more, and it makes all of the work worth it. It is a privilege to serve the community of Pioneer Heights and to be an active hand in facilitating the evolution, elevation, and positive transformation of their time here, contributing to something they will remember years from now and reflect on as potentially some of the best years of their lives is a truly beautiful thing that I love getting to be a part of. Working hard to create lasting memories for residents and advocating for their needs on campus is something that I just could truly never get tired of. I have a very rewarding job that has allowed me to never lose sight of the passion that got me here, the drive to help students I have fed for over a decade, and the ability to make a difference. In summation, what I get to do for students, all that I get to do for students, is the best part of my RHA experience. But we know that there is no calm without a storm. Of course, there were challenges as I stepped into this role, but I did my best to meet them with grit, with determination, and with an open mindset that ended up benefiting our students in the long run. The most challenging part of my experience this year was navigating board dynamics and expectations, stepping into a high gavel order role as a beginner. This came with a sharp learning curve, to say the least. However, I am grateful for it. It allowed me to further develop my leadership from within, even after doing this type of work for over a decade. I chose to be creative and intentional in my interactions, and it served me well in the long run. Meeting these challenges with an open mind and a growth mindset allowed me to take in vast amounts of information, policy, and procedure at an accelerated rate. And while I met things with intention and creativity along the way, it helped me to build rapport with those around me. In the end, the biggest challenge was learning to believe in and trust myself, and learning to trust those around me and ask for help where I needed it as I stepped into this role. So now, what do I wish we could redo? To answer the prompt of what returners could have done to make me feel more supported as I began this role, I do wish that returners would have allowed me a step into this role with a fresh slate, and not with the expectations placed upon me of all of my predecessors. I can learn from those who came before me, but I am not them. I come with my own ideas, thoughts, and processes to bring to the table. Being compared to those that were here prior, and many of the things that I did, decisions that I made or did not make, added a very unneeded and heavy weight of pressure on me at times. But this leads into my potential advice for newcomers. My advice is to be yourself, your authentic self, and your full self, because that is what you were selected for. Learn from those around you, learn from your mentors, but always remember to let your own sparkle shine through in all that you do. It makes you a unique member of the team, a free thinker, and someone who can bring fresh perspectives to the table. So, to close, 3 goals I would have for the next school year if I were to be a returner would 1. Be to bring more balance to how I delegate tasks for optimal efficiency and group production. 2. To continue addressing the community building on campus through events like I spoke of in my written responses that highlight our residents' beautiful individuality. And 3. To advocate for the students' need on campus to decrease the drop in re-enrollment in housing after the first year. And with that, I bring to a close my reapplication video for RHA's 2026 to 2027 school year. I thank you so kindly for your time to hear me out today and greatly look forward to hearing of your decisions.